There could potentially be huge news coming from Silicon Valley soon. There are reports that Apple may be looking to acquire AI startup Perplexity AI. This could be a game changer for both businesses. Here's why it's so important and what it might mean if you're thinking about buying Apple stock. For Apple, it's been a challenging first half of the year. Its shares are down around 20%. While tariffs have played a role, a significant concern for investors has been Apple lagging behind its rivals in AI and delaying the rollout of some key AI features to its Siri assistant until next year. Its Apple Intelligence just hasn't been impressive enough or fast enough for the stock to justify its 31 times earnings multiple. Apple hasn't been known for innovating much in recent years, and this recent AI race is really highlighting just how it's struggling to keep up with competitors like Samsung and Google, which have phones with advanced AI capabilities already. By the time all of Apple's AI features become available next year, its rivals could be even further ahead. The urgency for Apple is clear. As AI tools improve, consumer behavior could shift. While customers aren't ditching their iPhones just yet, sales of iPhones have been sluggish and are down over the past 2 years. Customers haven't seen much of a reason to upgrade, and it's simply been better just to hold on to existing models. Ensuring that Apple has the latest tech and AI features could be crucial in winning over its customers and growing its iPhone sales again. And if there's one way to make up for slow growth, it's through a potential acquisition. This is where the possible acquisition of Perplexity could make a whole lot of sense for Apple. Perplexity AI was founded just a couple years ago, and it's an AI chatbot that rivals ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and others out there today. Acquiring the business would instantly put Apple right at the forefront of AI. While the acquisition won't make its iPhone suddenly better and more advanced, it will give Apple access to the tech and the staff that could accelerate its AI growth. Perplexity's strength lies in its ability to utilize multiple large language models, including its own called Sonar, to provide concise and reference answers to user queries. While it has faced controversy over data scraping practices and alleged plagiarism, its innovative approach has made it a hot commodity in the tech world, reportedly valued at over $14 billion. Meta Platforms recently invested a similar amount into Scale AI as part of a plan to acquire key developers and AI workers that could help with its pursuit of cutting-edge AI as well. For Apple, the payoff is clear. Buying Perplexity could add the personnel and technical know-how that it needs to catch up to its rivals. Plus, it would give it a highly popular chatbot in Perplexity, which could win over investors and give the stock a big boost. And it could unlock a new revenue stream for the business. It would also make it less dependent on third-party providers. OpenAI, for instance, is looking to develop its own hardware. For Apple, it needs to look ahead to consider the risks that some of these other chatbots and AI companies could possibly become rivals or partner with other big tech companies in the future. It's arguably better to make a move sooner rather than later. Even if it costs the business billions of dollars, it's a move the company could afford to do. Apple is, after all, an insanely rich company. Over the past 4 quarters, its free cash flow has totaled nearly $100 billion. And for Perplexity, it likely needs a lot of cash to continue developing and scaling its operations. Partnering with a huge tech company like Apple could ensure it too can keep up with its rivals. That's why for Perplexity and Apple, this is a potential deal that could make a lot of sense on both sides. But what about the risks? Before you go off buying Apple stock on these rumors, remember nothing is done and there are challenges to consider. Integrating Perplexity's AI into Apple's ecosystem could be complex, costly, and time-consuming. It won't instantly fix Apple's problems, plus Apple would also inherit many of the legal issues plaguing Perplexity, including data scraping practices. Perplexity has been going fast and perhaps been a little reckless, whereas Apple has been much slower and more conservative. How the two might mesh together is debatable, and Apple having a hand in Perplexity's AI could potentially slow it down and put guardrails in place which could affect its overall level of competition and attractiveness to users. And if Apple pays a hefty price for Perplexity, more than investors feel is reasonable, that could still weigh down the stock. Oftentimes, an acquiring company does see its stock price fall when there's news of an acquisition. For now, this is a situation to watch out for, but the positive sign is that if Apple is showing interest in Perplexity, then it's possible that it's looking at other AI companies as well. And the big takeaway from this is that the company may be looking to make a big move in order to catch up to its rivals. That's a good sign for investors, because with deep pockets, you shouldn't count Apple out, and that's why it can be a good stock to buy on weakness right now. So what do you think about this potential acquisition? Could Perplexity be the missing piece for Apple's AI puzzle? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you've made it this far, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.